Hey Soul Family, today I'm going to show you how to print out my downloadable coloring pages and print them and color them. First, you're going to want to go to my Etsy page and add your coloring book to your cart and then check out, and then you'll be able to download it in PDF form and print it. Here I am printing mine out. I used 160 GSM or 98 pound cold press watercolor paper and my inkjet printer. Laser printers will work better for this, but use what you have. Once that's done printing, you want to tape your paper down. I just used blue painter's tape, and then I also blew it dry with my hair dryer just to make sure that the ink was extra dry and it wouldn't bleed easily. And then after that, you want to go ahead and rehydrate your watercolors, and you just add a couple drops of water on them and let it sit for a couple minutes. And they're ready when they have this type of consistency. Now you can either work directly from the paint pans like I am here, or you could transfer the rehydrated paint to a separate palette and then water it down however you'd like. Either way, doesn't matter, it's just your personal preference. And then it's time to splatter the paint all around. I started off with Dusk around the edges, and I wanted it to be like an ethereal, star-filled night sky, and yeah, I just kind of splattered it all over the place, no rhyme or reason, and then I went back in with extra water and just kind of splashed it in different spots and just kind of let it dry however it wanted to dry until I got impatient, and then eventually dried it with my heat gun. But do as I say, not as I do. And remember, you guys. Okay, and remember, the goal is not perfection. The goal in this case is just to have fun. It doesn't matter how it turns out. If you don't even like it, reprint it, redo it. It's just for your enjoyment. Once I've got Dusk laid down all over the edges, I go in and add Siren to some of the clouds. Again, no rhyme or reason with this, just getting paint on the paper however you want. And then I go in and add a little bit of Lucid and Dusk to give the clouds more of an ethereal, watercolory kind of effect. And it turned out amazing. I just kind of splashed them in there, just let them, sink to wherever they wanted to go. And it was a surprise when they are finished. And then I go in with Faye on the face and on her hands. So here I am coloring in her little hands. So cute. And then I started working on the upper clouds. I went in with Ether here, and I just splattered it around, no rhyme or reason. And then I went in and layered some more Dusk, and then I think I went back and put a little bit of Lucid in there. We'll see that in just a second. Nope, I lied. It was more Dusk. So you're just going to take in sploosh, sploosh, sploosh all around, have fun. And then I painted the moon with Sprite. All of these colors are actually from my Ethereal palette with the exception of Dusk, and they are just like the epitome of Ethereal to me. Y'all, I just need you to know how much of a mess this voiceover is and how it's going from behind the scenes, because my arm is currently engulfed in orchid mica powder that I spilled, and I was like, oh, I'll just avoid it. I'm not gonna touch it while I do this voiceover. Like, why would I even get near that? I did. It's all over my arm. just so you know, that's what I get for having ADD and not just cleaning it up in the first place. But anyway, here we are. Here I am putting Lucid down on her robe. Now I'm going in with Faye for the stars, and if I would go back in time, I think I would not do this color for the stars. I think I probably would have done Mystic. I think that would have looked super cool, but I do wish I would have used less paint and left them more translucent, but they're beautiful. And then now the best decision I probably made in this whole entire process is using Mystic for her hair. And then here we go, using said heat gun to dry all the layers. I do this a little bit at least in between each layer, just to make sure, you know, I don't put my hand in wet paint like I would inevitably do. And here she is, fully finished. I love the way it turned out. I love how wild it looks. It's totally me, not perfect, just, you know, understated beauty. That's what I was going for. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. I love you so much. Bye!